Hello everybody, this is Starman, and welcome back to Let's Play Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness, The Thief Path. Well, it is early evening in day 9. I just spent a goodly while climbing this tree, and it has boosted my strength. My agility is almost maxed out, stealth is up to 280, and climbing is at 314. Not bad for a day's work. And looks like we're going to fight a Necrotar. Well, apparently all those daggers did the trick.
Searching for the fallen beast, you find nothing of value, unless you were planning to start a flea circus.
I was not. And that did not increase my combat skills, but then again, fighting a Necrotar is not something you do to boost your skills. It's something that you do quickly.
You grab a...
and hope you can survive. And let's see, daggers. I have 12 daggers. Still. And no sign of a certain someone here at the gate.
You deftly... You hear... After...
And with any luck, Punny will be getting ready to perform. Yep, there he is.
So you're back. No, it's your front. Take a seat. No, take two. They're small. I got a joke just for you, so don't look so sheepish.
Meh.
You straighten out...
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and all you others. I'd like to say how glad I am to be here. I'd like to say it. Seriously, folks, staying at the Hotel Mordavia has been like staying at a resort. A last resort. My room is so small, the mice are hunchbacked. I couldn't even complain about the room service. There wasn't any to complain about. And the innkeeper's wife really went out of her way to make me feel at home. She ignored me completely. I wasn't feeling well, so I went out to visit the local doctor. You know, Dr. Cranium. He's the guy with the 3 pairs of glasses. One for nearsightedness, one for farsightedness, and one to look for the other 2. I said to the doctor, my heart keeps making a strange noise. It keeps going tick, tick, tick. Aha, said Dr. Cranium. We have ways of making you talk. Next, I went to visit the local store. If you don't know what's up, then you haven't seen their prices lately. And the shopkeeper, what a gossip. She suffers from acute indiscretion. I dislike repeating gossip, but what else can you do with it? And boy, oh boy, the monster's in this place. If I ever come face to face with a revenant, I know what steps I'd take. Long ones. What would I do if ever I saw a Necrotar? Hope it didn't see me. Actually, folks, I'm up here for a good reason. A jester's ambition is to be healthy, wealthy, and wisecracking. If it weren't for my friend the hero over there, I couldn't make a hyena laugh. So, when you've lost your wit, broken your funny bone, and none of your puns are fun, it helps to have a hero handy. You know, that reminds me very little of the story about the gravedigger who was so bored he buried himself in his work. You know, I could tell you some more jokes, but you'd only laugh at them. So long and be good. If you can't be good, then be careful.
The gnome takes a deep bow and gets down off the stage. That's funny, you always thought he got down off a duck. Ha! The townspeople explode into spontaneous applause.
Keep smiling. It makes people wonder what you've been up to. So, was that funny, or are you just keeping your mouth shut?
And we can now ask about...
The gnome was very odd and said very strange things. Yet Mr. Bones was very funny. This time, and I enjoyed listening to him.
Love the added hesitation there that's not in the text.
There will be no more entertainment acts at this hotel. Understood? At least not until a new, funny entertainment arrives.
And innkeeper.
I think I am sorry to see the strange gnome leave. It was odd being able to laugh again, if only for just a moment.
Alright, well, we'll go ahead and talk to Punny.
It's good to have my wit about me again. Nothing worse than someone who can't take a joke or one that tries to tell one and can't. Before you helped me, when I told a joke, people always clapped their hands. Unfortunately, it was always over their ears. Now, whenever I tell a joke, I get carried away. So I'm leaving before they ride me out of town on a nail. A short joke there.
Did you hear the one about the dwarf who is so dumb, he always stops to think and then forgets to start again? Everything that's said to him goes in one ear and out the other. There's nothing there to block traffic. I can tell dwarf jokes all day, mainly because there are none around to stop me.
Strangely enough, we haven't seen any dwarves in any of the games so far, and I don't recall if we see any in Quest for Glory 5.
In another minute, I'm gonna say my bye-bye and fly. I'm going south for the winter, down where the nights are balmy, and so am I. Heading for Silmaria, land of winter waterland, where there's no snow nor cold wind to blow. Up here, the winter is so cold, even the wind howls about it.
Yeah, this was meant to set up his appearance in Quest for Glory 5. However, Punny was not the most popular character, so they didn't bring him into the sequel. I'm sure you're all heartbroken to learn that.
You know, he wasn't such a bad person once you got to know him.
Yeah, except for that drooling problem, we'd welcome him in Moldavia if he ever came back.
I still wouldn't let him marry my daughter, though.
You don't have a daughter.
Well, that might constitute a major obstacle to marrying her.
And townspeople.
Gentlemen, I was dangerously close to being amused this evening.
I'll tell you, I had a great time, a great time!
Laughed so hard I almost lost my lunch.
Now that was an evening of, thank goodness, rare entertainment.
I was okay. I laughed till I stopped.
I'm telling you guys, it was boffo. I even got some of the jokes.
All right.
Your voice is lost in the noise of the crowd, and the gnome doesn't seem to have heard you. The gnome is just plain folks, a clown around town. Everything about him epitomizes bad taste in attempted humor.
I think we'll go ahead and head upstairs.
You unlock the door to your room and go in.
Well, it's so long, it's been nice to know you. I like you. I have no taste, but I like you. If you ever make it to Silmaria, look me up. I never forget a friend, especially if he owes me money. But seeing as how it's me that owes you one, I'd better get while the going's good. See ya! Don't take any wooden kopecks! So, everyone, I'll leave you with this story. A man runs up to his doctor and says, "Doc, you gotta help me. I keep thinking I'm a goat." The doctor asked, "How long have you had this delusion?" The guy replied, "Ever since I was a kid." Bada-boom. That just goes to show ya I'm one bad dude. It's been sheer pleasure here, but I'm gonna take it on the lam and just bleed it. Be seeing you.
Yeah, let's get out of here before we get fleeced. Well, now I'm doing it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sleep till morning so we get a good night's sleep for once.
You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
And no weird dreams.
The townspeople have a poor opinion of people whom they see climbing out of windows and over roofs.
right. Oh, wait.
You straighten out.
I actually completely missed. There is a note on my chest.
Someone has left a note for you on the chest. You have no idea how they could have put it there without awakening you. The note reads, "Please meet me tonight outside the town gates. I will be waiting." It's signed, "Your friend Katrina."
Oh, that's why she hasn't shown up.
Nothing like a good breakfast to get you off to a good start in the morning, especially when everything's laced with garlic. You get a... Tell about...
Perhaps
And no new topics of conversation, so we'll go ahead and say goodbye.
You get...
Good day again. Good to see.
And it's Dimitri now. And nothing new here. Say goodbye.
Hey.
And I wonder, since there's nobody around...
You hear the satin...
Aha! We can, in fact, work on our lockpicking here. But it doesn't seem to actually be doing me any good.
That didn't... You better not try that right now. You never know when someone might wander by.
Oh, and in case you're wondering what happens if you try and pick Dr. Cranium's door...
Everything in nature is of
Say...
value.
And we'll go ahead and just grab our potions.
You're in.
You...
Should.
I think it just did cut past a new greeting, but he basically says, if we ever hit the Silmaria, he'll be happy to write a letter of recommendation for us to the Academy of Scientists. Anyway, a little bit more climbing practice, because we really need to buff that skill up. Okay, and after all that... Yep, strength, climbing, vitality all up a bit.
After...
Well, with that done, we'll go ahead and head over to the Wanderer's Camp and see about... Aha, a fight! And it's a bunny! Exciting, isn't it? Of course, I can't help but notice that on this screen my tunic is brown when it looked kind of reddish before. what did that get me stat-wise? And weapon use up to 325. Intelligence and agility and luck went up a fair bit, though. Not bad at all, really. But let's go get our fortune told again. I like to think they're singing the song of their people.
I have had many dreams about you, but last night I dreamed of a child. Her back was turned from me at first, but she was calling softly for her mama. Then she turned around and her eyes glowed like fire. She spoke again and called your name. That was all I saw and heard. But
Okay, and nothing new from Davy. Nothing new from Magda, so let us go ahead and...
forgive me, but I cannot get a reading from the cards right now. Each comes up as a void card, the black one. I will let you know when the time is right to read again.
Okay, so no reading.
You say good.
Keep your...
So we'll head back a little closer to the village and do a bit more training.
Phew. You getting some...
But just for the sake of variety, we'll do a little dagger throwing too.
You are done. You pick... You are... You... You are down. You... After...
And we'll go and run off with a little bit of acrobatics. And now you see why I usually save and do this sort of thing off camera. But acrobatics up at 245, climbing 333, throwing at 350. Almost got agility maxed out. And Necrotar. Thankfully, we are hot enough we can handle this pretty well. Yeah, I think that dagger throw did it.
The nasty Necrotor has fallen to your onslaught. Unfortunately, this is a far from endangered species.
Now, let's see what that got us. Weapon used to 329. Slowly but surely. Oh, just to make sure. Still got my daggers. I think they did get rid of the bug that made you lose all your daggers, but here we go.
Hello again. Did you get my note? I hoped I could see and speak with you again. I hope you don't think I am too forward. It's just that I don't meet many new people around here. I love to hear about your adventures. Oh, you've been hurt. Are you sure you should be out wandering? You really need to take care of yourself more. Here, let me see if I can make you feel better. I have a potion of healing right here. I hope it will help you.
That feels good. Just what you needed to relieve some of the aches and pains of everyday adventuring.
Anyway, let's go full tilt, ask for the date.
Oh, I do want to see you again, but I'm afraid my parents will get very angry if they know I've met you. Oh, really, I'm not supposed to be out at the castle grounds.
Ask about danger.
I guess I shouldn't be out at night. It is dangerous, but I do know my way around. It is just that I wanted to see you again.
And ask about the castle.
No one is allowed in the castle unless he is invited. Maybe sometime you will get an invitation? I hope so. I really want to get to know you better. I must go. Maybe we can meet again? It's too dangerous for me to come here again. It's so far from the castle. Maybe we could meet by the castle gate some evening. I'll watch for you there. Please, don't mention me to the gatekeeper. I'll get in trouble if anyone finds out I sneak out of the castle. They think it's too dangerous outside the gate. But I need to get out to see you again. Goodbye.
You watch her walk off before you think of doing anything else.
This doesn't seem at all suspicious at all, does it? Anyway, climb the gate. I wouldn't call that deft, but... Anyway, we'll go and see if there's anything new at the inn. At least get our free meal.
Tonight, for your dining pleasure, it is the traditional Moldavian chicken paprikash, delicately seasoned with locally grown paprika and garlic.
Good evening.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you, okay?
Greetings and salutation.
Welcome.
Yeah, 'cause...
And same old, same old.
You've never seen...
It is very dangerous in Mordavia at night. We always keep things locked up when it gets dark. I will let you out for now. If you wish to return later this evening, just knock on the door. If you do not make it back by the closing of the inn, may you rest in peace.
After some...
Yeah, that'll give me just enough time to maybe do a bit of lockpicking.
Rule number... While the lock doesn't seem very complicated...
It just occurred to me that, am I actually doing anything to... No, it appears not.
You attempt to pick...
probably won't push my luck doing this all that often.
You close and lock. You hear... It wasn't really designed for this, but you find you can do a fine job of repairing your armor and equipment with the thieves' toolkit. Maybe you can become a tinker when you tire of thieving.
Never gotten that response before.
You hear... You...
Yeah, doesn't seem to be doing me any good, unfortunately, so I'm going to go ahead and just go to bed and enjoy another dream of darkness.
The sounds of battle rage around you. You hear once again the death screams of 100 brave warriors and friends. The darkness reaches for you. The tendrils of twisted magic writhe around you, sucking at your very soul. Your staff is torn away. Your magic is sheared from you, and you lie defenseless before the all-devouring blackness. You are swallowed by the darkness. Now you draw forth the last of your power, your very life force. With your final spell, you bind the darkness from within and send it back to the chaos from which it came. It takes you with it. You wake in a cold sweat. You remember every detail of the nightmare as though it had really happened to you.
The days are getting cooler and shorter. Winter is approaching.
So I should prepare myself because winter is coming? Yeah, I know. I had to. I just had to. Well, oddly enough, there's really only one other quest we can do in the town. And it'll need to be night before we can do it. So I'm going to go ahead and stop here, train up off camera, and next time we will go see if we can find Katrina at the castle and get down to a very dangerous Mordavian night task. See you then.